everyone, welcome back to Audrey Kramer Coaching. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. This is the final video in this series. Yes, you've made it. I know I said that we would talk about emotional intelligence in the next series, so we'll start doing that next week. I'm very excited for that as well. But this week, I wanted to talk about something a little bit challenging, maybe a little bit touchy for you, and that is the concept of self-love. Now, I know that this is something that is so hard to do. I know because I've been there, and on days I'm still there. On some days, I love myself and I think I'm the bee's knees, and some days I think I just hate myself, right? So it's kind of an up and down struggle. It's probably going to be a lifelong process. But it's hard, right? Like you want to be humble. You want to feel like, oh, it was nothing. Like you help somebody with a big project and they're super appreciative and you go, oh, it's not a big deal. And you kind of like sweep those compliments under the rug, or maybe it's just difficult in general to take compliments. Or maybe you don't like bragging about yourself, right? Like you go to job interviews and you're like, oh, I don't know how to talk about myself. It feels icky. I feel like I'm bragging. And that's hard, right? But there's a difference between bragging and kind of standing up for yourself and being your own advocate and believing in yourself. And that's kind of a weird line, right? Because we tend to chalk a lot of things up to luck, or at least I know I used to do that, right? I used to look around and I would see the friends and family that I had and the lifestyle that I had and think, oh my God, I am so lucky to have these people in my life. And after a while, I was like, wait a minute. I'm the person who was in these relationships engaging in a certain way and reaching out and making phone calls and supporting them through various things. So I've earned these friendships. Like I am the person who made sure that my life was in this space. Like this didn't all happen by accident, right? So you deserve that credit for all of the work that you've done to get yourself to where you are in your life. And I just want you to see that because it is so important and so valuable for you to recognize that. And the thing is, your brain kind of cherry picks moments from throughout your life to kind of support your story of who you are. But I guarantee you, if you were to take an outsider's perspective and you were to see the whole story of your life played out on the big screen with all these famous actors and actresses playing all of your life in its entirety, you would realize what an absolutely beautiful human you are and just how amazing it is that you've accomplished what you did and that you're here today standing where you are with the people that are surrounding you, and just how absolutely incredible that is and how absolutely beautiful of a person that you are. So I don't want you to underestimate the power of that because it's so important and so important, especially with social media, right? It's so full of negativity, and depending on what platform you're on, you either get a whole bunch of vitriolic comments that are just absolute vile and terrible, or you could get some really supportive ones, and hopefully you're in that more supportive space. But I just want you to know how absolutely amazing it is that you are where you are right now. I know sometimes it's easier to hear that from a stranger, even if you just go, ah, she doesn't know me, she doesn't know what she's talking about. And how difficult it can be sometimes to hear that from yourself. And like I said, for me too, it's kind of depending on the day, right? But it's so, so important. And so what I wanted to talk about this week real quick, I say real quick, it's me, let's be honest, is I actually created a while ago, and I'm kind of revamping it, a self-love series. And this is a course designed to kind of teach you the background in some tips and tricks, psychological in nature, of course, to sort of get yourself out of the habit of that negative self-talk and beating yourself up, because you deserve to be in a good space. You deserve to be in that happy space and to love yourself. So I wanted to put that course out there for you guys. The thing is, this is going to be a pilot course because I've redesigned all the materials and I want to make sure that it runs smoothly. And I would love to have your feedback. So I have got 10 spots available for this pilot course. It'll run for 6 weeks. There will be content for every single week. There'll be a video and downloadable content and all of that kind of thing. So if you are willing to participate in this pilot, I would love to have you. I would be forever grateful. So just put in the comments below, I'm in, and I will hook up with you and get you all the details for joining this pilot course. Like I said, I've got 10 spots, so the sooner you reply, the better. And hopefully this is just going to be an incredible experience for everyone. And it at least gives you some food for thought on how you can see yourself as just the beautiful, amazing human that you are. So I'm super looking forward to that. And I can't wait to see you guys next week.